What would you have if your car's motor was in flames? A fire engine. Bit of a crap joke there. Bit of a dad joke. Hello guys, and welcome to some more Forza Motorsport 7. I just thought I'd try a new car today. Bit of the BMW M1 Procar. I'm not sure who the tune was by. Just trying to... yeah, there was nothing I could do to avoid that. Just looking up the inside of this open wheeler. So yeah, I don't know who the tune's by. I normally use a race boy tune because, well, his ones are always rated really high and they always pop up first. So, you know, what else are you going to do apart from use the best tune? Now, the brakes on this car are amazing. Look at this. Getting on the brakes so much later than the Corvette. Lambo's going to go straight into the tyre wall. I do like that tyre wall being there on the right. There's always someone who goes into it. It's like a little honey trap. Now these guys are collecting each other. I make a little bit of a corner cut there. Terribly sorry about the corner cut. So, skipping forward a little bit. Just catching up to this Ferrari 355? I don't know, I'm not going to guess. Almost go a little bit wide. But we are going to be hot on this guy's heels for quite a while. This was actually quite a good little bit of racing me and this guy had. Hardly ever get any good racing on this game, to be honest. We're not racing where it's like, you know, for a couple of laps you are evenly matched with someone. Now my car does have the superior braking though. Look how much I gain after the home straight, pit straight, whatever, the straight. Now I'm going to have a look up the inside. And we're not going to make contact. Look at that. Oh my god. Racing on Forza without contact. Sorry, I just need a little bit of squash. There's nothing like a nice relaxing bit of squash. I have got orange squash though, let me know your favourite. Dog's licking the bottle, stop it. Now, I'm just going to get a massive kick of oversteer. Sorry for that big bit of silence in there. I was having more squash. I just love my squash, man. So, that massive kick of oversteer that we got is going to put me on the back foot to Atomic Chaos behind me. And he's going to close the gap right up. You can see the proximity marker. He's only 50 feet behind. But we are both reeling in the Ferrari here. So this is hotting up to be a bit of a race here. And they're probably going to have a final lap showdown. I didn't really have a braking point for this corner. I think I was braking a little too early still. The brakes are just phenomenal on this car. Now I'm just going to run a little bit wide, but I don't really lose too much time from that. Normally clipping the grass just completely ruins your day. Now we are up the inside here. I'm just going to make contact, but my car does sort of lack in a straight line. He's going to get a little bit sideways on the entry, and I am going to have a look up the inside, and I think that is just going to spook him, and he's going to drive himself off the track. Now what have we got up ahead here? Looks like we do have an ominous back marker. Oh, I'm really sorry about my frame rate here. Like, I installed the new video drivers and it just reset all the settings that I had in Forza, in the actual game. I don't know why, but it's bloody annoying. It took me ages to get a half decent looking sort of setup out of it. So yeah, the back marker has played into this, and if I had got a good run out of the final corner, I might have been on for a second place there, but we're going to cross the line in third. and we were exactly a second off the race leader's pace. The Exige S is a very good car. I have got some footage on that car. I really do need to make a video out of it. So, moving on to VIR, I'm going to pull off to the side to let everyone go past. And there's already been a crash. And even though I pull off to the side, someone still can't, like, manage to get past me. That happens pretty much every time. Honestly, I just don't know what's wrong with people. We've got two guys off to the left there. Now, I wasn't very on form on this track. I just couldn't stop the car from, you know, it was always just wanting to get loose all the time. Or it's so hard having a car with really good brakes and then everyone else has really rubbish brakes, because you want to brake a lot later than them. And they're getting on the brakes way early, and 9 times out of 10 they're in your way. So I didn't really have a braking point for this corner either. I was on the brakes a little early there. Not hooking it up particularly well. I was pretty slow. And now this Lamborghini's just going to drive himself off the track. God, this frame rate is putting me right off. I don't even know if it's reaching 30 right now. Every time NVIDIA... Oh, we've got a guy flying here. I go under him, even though he was ghosted. Every time NVIDIA do an update and it decides to automatically install the update for me, I just cry a little bit on the inside. Just a little bit. So we've got Atomic Chaos again behind us. Me and him were kind of evenly matched in these races. But he is going to get the better of me as I just go off the track and clip that tyre wall. He is going to go shooting past. Now, we're going to have to see what we can do to reel him in, but I was still getting used to this car at the time. And I kept on getting massive kicks of oversteer on the exit of corners. I didn't really get used to it until after, you know, 4 or 5 races. It seemed like every time, like on some tracks, I had to use less power than others coming out the corner. Yeah, it's just a bit of a nightmare to get used of. Yes, get used to, sorry. Get use of? What even is that? I'm just going to make a massive error here. I'm going to lose out on Atomic Chaos a bit. But now skipping to the end of the race, because nothing else happened. Final couple of corners of the lap. And I did manage to reel in Atomic Chaos a bit. But he has met everyone's worst nightmare. A pink back marker. And I go smashing into him. He goes flying out of the way. I don't know where Atomic Chaos went. I think he might have quit the race. But that is proof that you should never give up. Especially on Forza, where back markers are a very prominent part of the game. So I was 3 seconds off the pace in that race. Not good driving at all from me. Although I don't think my car was really built for that track. So, here is another track that my car is definitely not built for, Silverstone. And this guy is just going to come across in front of me and just get on the brakes. Like, what was that for? What? I was going to wait for him, and I thought, no, what are you doing, you absolute noob? So, my car does have pretty shocking straight line speed. So we're going to have to pull off something pretty miraculous. I'm going to go up the inside of whatever that horrible brown car is, the poo car. So we've done the poo car. Now we're onto a straight. I'm going to tuck into that slipstream as quick as possible on the BMW to try and get as much of a tow as possible. But now my car's brakes. Now I almost went into the back of the BMW and I just had to bail out. Now, I was going to look up the inside for a move, but the BMW did have it covered. Now this guy here in a NSX, he's just going to drive himself straight off the track. That's going to be a position for me. That the Lotus gets punted So that's made me very wary of this BMW guy up ahead. I'm going to chuck one up the inside. Just make a teeny bit of contact. It wasn't anything malicious though. It didn't do anything to slow him down. So I'm not gonna wait for him there. On the brakes, nice and early. The Ferrari, don't know what that is. Is it a 599? I don't know. Or a California. I don't know. I'm going to try and chuck one up around the... Oh no, we're going up the inside now. Looking for that cutback move. Move of the decade. This frame rate it's driving me nuts, actually. That is so annoying, and I can't even figure out how to revert back to the previous drivers installed on Nvidia's graphics cards. Now, Porsche gone very wide here. I'm going to look for the move, but straight line speed again. He is going to come back past, is he? Yes, he is. So I'm going to have to look, keep it around the outside, and he's just going to tag me. If anything, though, I think that probably helped me round a bit. So who's our next victim? Who have we got? Ruxed level. Don't know what that says. Don't know, but I'm coming for you, level. Oh, I'm very hungry, you know. I can't wait for my breakfast bacon sandwich. I might have to have it after I've finished doing this bit of commentating. Now, what can we do here? Oh, yeah, I think I make a pretty stupid move here. Was it this lap? Yes, it is. What is that? What is that line all about? The absolute cut. So I'm just going to edge off the power here. Yep, just to let him back past. He would have gone back past anyway because of straight line speeds, but I had to let off the power a bit, didn't I? I'm going to go for the lunge of the decade. And I'm going to go very deep. But it doesn't matter if you go deep and you get the job done. We have secured the deal. We are up into second place. And jumping to the end of the race, because that's all that happened in that race. So that is going to be a second for us. Back markers being a knob. And that's that. So, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.